Kuwa mkono ambao unalima ardhi, mlango wa mkulima, kuwa mshindi, kuwa na uhakika sasa, kuulea mustakabali wa baadaye. Tufanye kazi pamoja na tukue pamoja, kuimarisha Kenya ni jukumu la Farm Kenya.
Hello and welcome to the Farm Kenya show. My name is Noki Kiboy, and today we are out in the field and having a very beautiful conversation, lively conversation about branching off into a very, I'll call it niche market, because a lot of us see goats every day. But in terms of creating an ecosystem where you can maximize the output of your goats, that is another question that you need to really equip yourself and talk to individuals who've done it. And today we are out in a farm, and I'm joined by a goat farmer, Mr. Frederick Kahiga. Thank you very much for speaking to the Farm Kenya show.
You're welcome.
First of all, when did you start this particular business for starters?
I started at around 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
11 years ago?
11 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you working then?
Yes, I was working then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so when I retired, I went to it full time.
Okay.
Yes.
So initially, had you had interaction with goat keeping prior to the starting 11 years ago, like growing up in a household that has goats?
No.
What captivated your interest?
As I told you, it was an issue of medical. I was told goat milk is good for small kids. I had a grandchild who was weak and her immunity levels were low. I was told the best thing for her to go up is to get her some goat milk. Instead of buying the goat milk, I decided to buy the goat.
Ah.
Yes.
That is some big boss moves. Okay, so that was 11.
Yeah.
You bought a single goat.
Yes.
And the goal was to milk it and provide milk for your granddaughter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then today we are in a space that has almost, is it 9, 10, 11 goats?
Yes.
This means there's been growth over the years.
Yes.
So how did it shift from just being provision of milk to your granddaughter and saying, by the way, I can scale this thing up?
So the initial goat that I bought started giving kids. I started selling. I would sell the kids or even when they're big. And one day I calculated that goat had given me almost 200,000 shillings. I said that this also could be another way of making money. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I decided to branch off, brought new breeds. Mm-hmm. So I've been keeping them, selling them that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's one goat can give you 200,000. I know it gives birth after every 150 days. So in a year, you could have 2 siblings, and normally it gives birth to twins. Mm-hmm. You have four goats. Mm-hmm. You keep it for 1 year, like maybe that one. Mm-hmm. When you sell it, when it's in kid, you sell it 18,000 shillings each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's very lucrative.
It's lucrative.
That's quite interesting, because and for me, what is interesting, first of all, from a social perspective, and before we go into the business aspect of things, a lot of people look for things to do when they're retired.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you start asking yourself questions, what can I do? And a lot of people have been banned, because you come into agriculture and you realize it's not as easy as it's purported out there.
Yes.
For you retired and you decided, now I'm going to focus on my goats.
Yes.
How do you advise somebody who's transitioning, who wants to keep active, but also at the same time find a revenue line in the light of agriculture? Are there like general observation you've seen maybe with your friends towards that transition?
Retirement is just a change of occupation. You are employed by your employer, but now you employ yourself. And if at all you are disciplined in going to work 8 in the morning up to 5 in the morning, that rhythm you have to keep it on. You can't be sitting in the sofa the whole day. You'll die very quickly. Be very unhealthy. Yeah.
So find things to do.
You have to have something that is making you think, be active. Yeah.
And for you, it's your goats. And here's a whole ecosystem because you have chicken.
Yeah.
You're doing some awesome plants right there.
Yes.
So you decided to go full suite
Yes,
into this. Is it a system that is working and feeding into each other? How are you running this farm?
Yes, because at times the income you get from maybe the goat, you buy chicken, you sell the chicken, you buy the feeds for the goats. So you keep on turning all those maths around. Didn't know how to keep books. Nowadays I know how to keep books. So now you're a whole entity. And farming encompasses a lot of things. You are the manager, you're the technician, you're the doctor. You have to know everything. I didn't know how to milk. I just learned slowly by slowly. Yeah.
So it's a learning process.
It's a learning process and it's fun. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So let's start. I want to come into goat farming, just based on your experience. How do you advise somebody? I've set up, maybe I have some 50,000 somewhere, and I'm like, I can get a couple of goats. I see grass around. I think I'm set to go. Is that one of the ways that a lot of newcomers come in? They oversimplify it and later on realize it's too much for them?
You see, for one, you have to have location. Then you have to do the infrastructure. And it's also good to invest in knowledge because most of the time, I also made blunders. It's not been smooth all the way. Some goats have died. You make some blunders, some goat dies. So it's also good to invest in knowledge. You have to invest in knowing who's going to treat them. You have to invest in marketing. Yeah.
Okay. So for a first-time farmer, invest in knowledge.
Invest in knowledge.
What are the most critical things that you need to know before getting into goat farming?
You have to know about the diseases. And mostly the worst thing about goats is diarrhea. If it diarrheas, it definitely will die. So you always have to have, like I told you, you have a small pharmacy, choline powder. You have to have some antibiotics because they don't like eating green things. You have to let them dry slightly to emerge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So diarrhea, but essentially medication.
Yeah, essentially medication.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is one. I know vaccination when it comes to keeping animals is also critical.
Yeah.
How important is this?
It's very important because pneumonia kills goats very bad. So we vaccinate them twice in a year. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do some people, is this also a common, because especially if you're a first-time farmer, this vaccination, do we just have vaccination against pneumonia, or are there other that you really have to pay attention when you're starting?
No, the worst is the pneumonia. There are other vaccinations, but according to regions that you are. So the worst is the pneumonia. That is normally what we do here.
Okay.
We just do pneumonia twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So vaccination again
is important
on the medical side.
Yes.
Of things.
Then the feeds.
Now the feeds.
Yeah, the feeds.
Because animal feed is at the heart of it.
Yeah.
What common mistakes do people make when it comes to feed, specifically to the goats?
If you buy from somebody who has not kept it, let's say the dairy mill in a good position, you may get aflatoxin. That will definitely bring problems to the digestive system of the goat. If you give the goats green material, like when it rains, the initial grass, you definitely will have a problem. Sometimes we you know, because it's domestic, we take what we have. The things that remain from the house, the skuma wiki, the pieces, the warus, the viazis, and what you give them. But now something like a potato, if you give it to a goat, it's poisonous. You have to keep it in the sun and dry.
Really?
Yes, can kill very easily.
Okay.
Potato peels can kill a goat in a day. So you have to dry them. Yes. You cannot give it maize. We give it in very small quantities when it has given birth, like a cup. We give it in order for it to remove the uterus, the afterbirth.
Okay.
You have to have maize. When it's giving birth, you give it a handful. But normally, like these ones, you cannot give them maize. You get issues of dowry also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it goes back to how well informed you are.
Yes.
Because you can assume, goats seem like they eat everything out here.
No. In actual fact, you know, the best feed for goats is shrubs and trees. But now, see, we are doing zero grazing here. We don't have the trees and what. So we normally give them the normal things, grass, maize combs, give them daily meal, sweet potato pines. Yeah. Things that you can be able to acquire within the local area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how often and in what quantities do goats feed? And do they consume also differently based on the stage they are in the development phases?
Yes, in a way, but you see, a goat has 4 stomachs. It's not like a human being. It can eat continuously. So what you do is just avail the food there and water. When it needs, feels like eating, it feeds, yeah.
Okay. So continuous supply.
You have to always have some food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And water.
And
Very
water,
important. So in the composition of a meal, because I've realized one of the biggest complaints that we get from farmers is the cost of feed can be too high. Talk to us about your experience with that and what you've done to sort of bring those costs down.
Now, you find that, example, the dairy mill from major companies, they sell you at 50 shillings a kilo. But now there are also other people locally. What they do, they buy materials, because what is needed for the feed of a goat is not just like a human being, the carbohydrates, the proteins, animal proteins, plant proteins, salt, and those other mixtures of calcium and what, the vitamins. So they buy them, then you can just go with 400, tell him, give me 400 shillings worth of food. He'll just mix those ingredients. And at times it brings the figure down to around 35 to 40 shillings.
Okay.
Unless, so it will be better than going to the major companies. Yes, they say their quality is good, but at times you have to minimize the cost.
Okay. And internally also, are there practices that if you're starting your own venture, you can do to manage your cost of feed?
Yes, like now you have to be friendly with the market people. So like now in Joska here, we have 2 market days on Mondays and Thursday. So I always go there with my car, take cabbages peels, all those kind of greens. At least you can keep them and they lower the cost.
Oh,
yeah, and you know, mostly you'll get them even for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So feed locally sourced.
Yes.
Identify opportunities
Yes.
that you can get.
Yes.
Affordable, additional.
Yes.
And find a way of sourcing that.
Yes.
Quite interesting. So for you, there are different kinds of goat farmers. I've heard of people keep goats for milk. I've heard of people keep goats for meat. And others keep goat for regeneration and selling.
Yes.
Do these 3, at least that I know, have different approaches when it comes to how you handle your goats. For example, for milk, are there certain approaches in terms of feed, in terms of care that is very specific to optimize that milk element, or to optimize that meat element, or that regeneration element?
Yes, but see, you definitely will have a way of feeding. If at all you want more milk, you'll definitely give it more dairy milk, the commercial dairy milk. And then you add the sidages and what. We normally say from a goat or even a cow, what you give is what you get. If at all you're going for milk, or maybe you're going for getting other kids, when the kid is born, you'll not be interested in milking the mother. You'll be interested for the goat to really suckle, so that it will grow strong. Yeah, from its upbringing will be quite fast. Yes.
Okay. So it varies what.
Oh no, your market need that you're potentially eyeing.
Okay. And for you, what do you eye?
Selling the kids.
Okay. You feel that is more lucrative than milk?
Yeah, 3 months, 5,000. You have 5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because with the milk, at times, milk, you'll sell them to local people here. Chasing them at times because of money. Some of them insist you have to be delivering it to my house. You even start fighting because of small things like you didn't come with a bottle. Where do you want me to put the milk? Yeah.
Avoid all that drama. You just want to sell
you
the
do
kids.
it, you sell the kids, let them suckle, but at least for your own consumption, you're okay. But if you get a neighbor who really in need of the milk, you'll sell them.
But you tell me,
if it's excess.
goat milk is quite in demand.
Yeah,
in
it's
this
quite in
country.
demand. 200 shillings a liter.
200 shillings
Yeah,
a liter.
a liter. Yeah.
And who are the major off-takers?
Old age, old people, because it helps in building the immunity. Small kids that are born, yes. And even people who are inflicted with these chronic diseases like HIV, even in major institutions, they buy. Children's home is a very big market for goat milk. All those children in hospitals, they buy goat milk.
Okay.
And goat milk is what is nearest to human milk. If you are lactose intolerant, you take goat milk, it's the best.
You're good.
There are people even going further and making goat soap, cheese, yeah. But the goat soap, they say, is very good for your skin. Good the ladies buy them a lot.
Really?
It's quite expensive, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's very encouraging. Now I'm getting ideas in my head. After goat soap, maybe got eye pencil. But that's the thing about value addition.
Yeah, value addition.
How often especially when you come into farming, how critical is it to have a mindset of value adding than just keeping what you have and growing what you have?
Yeah, value addition is good. I know that's where the money is. Yeah, but with time, maybe after some time, I'll go to that position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we grow slowly by slowly.
Okay. All right. So that's quite interesting. So for you, selling kids is more lucrative.
Yes.
So that regeneration.
Yeah, the regeneration.
Is there a specific way that you should handle? Because now here you get, first of all, production and the quality of the kids is quite critical. What goes into that? Because we were talking about the kind of breeds that have to be considered. Talk to me about that.
So one important thing is you always have to have a male. Because there are goats, when they're on heat, they'll bleat. There are goats who are silent. They ovulate, but in a silent way. So as a human being, you may not notice you're supposed to look at it behind at the vulva and what and so whether it's ovulating. But when you have a male goat, you'll be able to recognize it has reached its stage. Yeah, so when you have a goat, a male, you have to have a male. And also the issue of feeding the small kids so that you get a very good upbringing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the different types, breeds of males. Who's the great determinant? Is it
the male.
The mother or the...
The male. It's the male, yeah. So if you want a Sanen, keep a Sanen. If you want a British Alpine or a German Alpine, yeah, or Toggenburg, have a male Toggenburg.
Okay. So I see you have an impressive male right there.
Yeah.
What breed is that?
It's an Alpine.
Oh, it's an Alpine. And what are Alpines known for?
They are hardy because you see, like the weather here is hot and hot, and they don't eat a lot. A Toggenburg is so big, it also consumes a lot. And you see now with the urban farming, you don't want something that is eating like a cow.
A goat eating like a cow.
Yes. They eat. The Toggenburgs eat. Yeah.
Oh, those are those massive.
Massive breed, yeah.
Those are good for meat or?
For both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So always have a male.
Always have a male.
Detection.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's quite critical. In terms of the mothers, how long can you push? Because you are showing me one of the carriers here. Actually, she's almost given birth to
all the siblings and
oh, yeah.
You just continue at least when it's old and you notice it has started losing teeth, that's when you sell it. But if it's giving birth and it's giving birth to normal kids, you don't stop.
So at what age are you looking at peak production?
6 years.
At 6, that's when now it starts?
Yeah, it starts dropping.
Okay.
And even some of its teeth may just start falling out, so it will not be able to feed well. Yeah. You see, when in order for it even to give birth to a twin, it has, I think it also has a way of knowing that I'm well fed and what. If at all there's no food, it will give birth to one kid. Yes.
Really?
Yes. If at all it knows there is food, it will give birth to 2 or even 3.
Yes. That's quite interesting.
Yes.
So the environment that you create.
It
will determine the rate of production.
The rate of production.
Okay.
And you have to keep them comfortably, as you have seen here, so that when it pees or the droppings go down. So it's sleeping at a clean place. It is not being rained on. It's not feeling cold. Now, those also are the factors that you have to also look at.
That's quite an interesting lesson right there. I mean, you tell me goats are quite intelligent, aren't they?
Yes, they know.
How do you have intelligence in your goat?
You see, even animals in the wild, they know when to give birth. When they know that there's a season when it's going to rain. Yes. It doesn't want to give birth when it knows it will be a dry season. And they know next month it's going to be a bumper harvest. That's the time they give birth. Okay. So if you give it food, it will give you twins because it knows it will be able to suckle and feed it. Yeah. If it knows it doesn't, even if it ovulates, it will give you birth to 1 kid.
Okay. Quite interesting lessons right there. We're talking about goat farming. And we want to take a short break right here on the Farm Kenya show. But when we come back, we'll like to sort of unpack, because urban farming is at the heart of this venture, yeah? And how you can utilize the minimal spaces that you get yourself into. And that actually change that limitation into an opportunity, which is very, very important at this age and time where we have limited spaces. How can you do your goat farming in a limited space? Remember, this is a conversation on Martin's goat farming. Keep it Farm Kenya. We come back with more. Welcome back to the Farm Kenya show. We're having a conversation with Mr. Freddy Kahiga, who is a goat farmer. And quite interesting that he's done this for close to 11 years, being able to learn lessons that we are tapping into the show today. And I see you are holding a kid. How old is this particular kid?
This 3 weeks old. Yeah.
Wow. They grow so fast, yeah?
They grow so fast.
Okay.
Yeah, because the mother's milk is very rich. Yeah, it's very rich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
So when it comes to when you get kids, so the most important thing, just make sure they get milk, mother's milk.
Yes. The first 24 hours, you have to make sure that they take the mother's milk. Yeah, that's how they get very proper immunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And in terms of vaccinations, sort of protecting them from diseases, how far along do you now get involved in that?
After 3 months, because at that time they'll start picking things and eating. You'll start by deworming them. Because deworming is also very important.
Okay.
And you'll be deworming them on a monthly basis.
Okay.
And maybe after 6 months, that's the time you start giving them the vaccination for pneumonia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful. And they're really nice. You're telling me that these days even people keep goats as pets.
Yes.
Have you gotten somebody who comes to buy a goat and say, I'm going to keep this one as a pet?
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice things. You get attached to them.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you attached to yours?
Yeah, you get attached to them. They know you. They even hear your sound. When you're opening the gate, they'll start. Like now, they make a lot of noise. They are hearing my voice. I know I'm supposed to give them something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Nice God indeed. So when we come into the market, initially you told us that a 3-month-old is close to 5,000 shillings.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm wondering, does it vary from season to season? Are there like high season and low season when it comes to when you're doing goat rearing for sale of kids?
No, there are no seasons. What we normally do is that the social media has come to help us a lot. You post it on Facebook or on WhatsApp. There are groups, many groups on WhatsApp. You just post it there, you get calls.
It's not like back in the day.
Yeah, it's not like back in the day. And also, on top of that, when I sell you a goat, the word of mouth will also help. I bought a goat from Mr. Kahiga. It was a good goat that way. You also get market through that.
That makes sense. Now, let me walk back to something that you touched a bit on. You say that people see Mr. Kahiga with over 10 goats, always selling. He's in business, and they're like, that man must be doing very nice. But it took lots of lessons.
Yes.
What are some of the biggest mistakes that you've done in this business, and what lessons did you learn from them?
Yes, but one mistake I used to make, that I was more interested in the milk than in the kid. So you get that the kid upbringing it's so weak. Even at 5 months, 6 months, it's still a weakling. And when it's weak, it's going to get sick all the time. It doesn't even grow. See, a 1 year goat, and you can't believe it. Yeah, it doesn't. That is one mistake. The feeding also. Even if you are giving maize, you have to combine, just like a human being, to make sure that you're feeding them proteins, carbohydrates for their energy. You buy molasses mixed with water to encourage them to drink water even in they have already dead. Vaccination, pneumonia. I've lost 4 or 5 goats due to lack of vaccination. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, those are the lessons that make you who you are today.
Yes.
Because these days now you're on point
Yeah.
in many of those areas.
Yes.
And as you do this, what is the bigger aspiration? Because it's quite interesting. First of all, you told me, this is big business, especially goat milk, goat meat also, Middle East, huge market.
Yeah.
So those who are able to scale it, they have really scaled out and doing big things.
Yeah.
For you, where do you see this business going?
I'll keep them if you have enough milk, do it, because the market is there. Yeah. So my intention is to keep more milk, and I know the good thing about milk, selling milk, you get cash on the daily basis, which also help you run the business.
Okay.
Yes, because selling the goat, it's after 3 or 4 months. But a business to run it needs some cash flow.
Yes.
Yes. So if you're able to keep enough, sell the milk, you'll be able to be buying the food, the feeds, the supplements.
Makes sense. I mean, when you talk about cash flow,
Yes.
That's one of the biggest challenges that people come into this business.
Yes.
They really don't consider that
Yes.
most of the time.
Yes.
Because for you have a nice idea.
Yes.
You have a nice idea. You know what?
Yes.
I'm going to be making money.
Yes.
And you realize actually cash flow is king.
Cash flow is king. That's why I've mixed it with the chicken. Because with chicken, you're also selling eggs. I'm able to put part of the money in the goats. And eggs you'll sell on a daily basis. Even chicken, you may be able to sell them
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense actually.
Yeah.
And now that accounting bit and how you handle finances within the business.
Yes.
Because there is so much risk, as we call it, commingling of funds. This money, you don't know, did it come from the goat or did it come from the... Talk to me about record keeping and how critical it is to this business.
Yeah, record keeping is vital. Because let's say even if you're going to something like deworming, they're normally dewormed after every 3 months. And we change the medicine. The injectables, the others we give oral. After every 3 months, you have to know, hey, I last dewormed my goat on such and such a date. So you have to have a record of... when you're also selling this goat, you have to give history of it. We have names for the goats. I don't have ear tags, but I have names for them. So I'll be able to tell you this one was born on such and such a date, so it's this old. It has given birth how many times? Yes.
Oh. So
record keeping is very important.
Okay.
You have to be able to know when this goat when it will give birth, because and you have to know, like now when we normally milk them for 2 months when they're in kid, for around 3 months. You have to stop it for it to dry. Yeah. Okay. Just like a cow.
All right. So record keeping is
very, very important. In fact, I found it so interesting. The first time I went to Meta in Facebook and WhatsApp. I just wrote about get me a link where I can get free record keeping. They send you.
Yeah.
Yes. AI has also come to change things. Just gives you just.
That's quite interesting.
Yes.
Tech savvy, you know, earlier on you had mentioned as part of marketing.
Yes.
Use a lot of tech.
Yes.
Take a picture of your gods.
Yeah,
You're like,
post it.
Post it. You get your market.
Yes.
Like, you know, back in the day, you had to walk to the market, start negotiating. I don't know, some people have different ways of negotiating.
Yes, yes.
Those days are long gone.
Yes, long gone.
And now there is record keeping.
Yes.
In terms of God care and
Yes.
even understanding God, and now you mentioned AI.
Yes.
How do you utilize AI
Yes.
in taking care of your God?
Yes, I do. I do go Meta. You even ask for diagnosis for certain diseases. They give you the whole story. Yeah, so easy.
Wow,
Technology has information at your fingertips. It's so easy. You get a lot of information.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Now, let's talk about urban farming.
Yeah.
Because we have limited space.
Yes.
You know, as days go by and urbanization comes in, they say Nairobi is a concrete jungle.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have expanded outside.
Yes.
Even outside is getting a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
So land is getting...
Being squeezed.
Yeah. You really have to make space, make much with little.
Yes.
So for you here, for example, the design, how intentional are you? And even as the number increases, are we going to see another flow of boats?
My intention, in fact, was to build them up to the other corner there.
Okay.
So if at all I have a string there and another one there, you can imagine how many goats I can keep.
That will be a lot.
That will be a lot. The important thing is that you have to be conscious that you have neighbors. And cleanliness is one important thing. Urine of goat urine is quite strong. So you have to keep the cleanliness. So you have to have plenty of you sweep the cow, the sheep, the goat dung, know where to dispose it, where to keep it, washing, how you're going to dispose the water. So at least even when you enter here, you can't go. No, I have goats. Do you feel any smell?
No.
There's no smell here.
Wow. So one of the challenges with urban farming,
Yes.
first of all, you have neighbors for consideration.
Yes.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
And limited spaces. How has that been? Is it a challenge? Is it an opportunity?
We cannot put a ceiling about the space, because if at all you're creative enough, you will create space. Because I bought this land, but nobody is asking me what I'm doing when I go up. See now, like there's a chicken there on top. I can put another slab and put some other things there. Nobody will ask me what I'm doing going up. Yeah, so you just have to be creative.
Okay.
I bought just this piece, but upward it's free.
Like 10 floors of goats.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you look at what Europe does and how they manage even cows, limited spaces, but they even build apartments and even pig farming, like in China. Find a full flat, 30 stories, just
Full of pigs.
full of pigs.
You come from third floor, you know?
And
Deliver.
lifts and everything.
Yes, exactly. It's very, very important. So the thing is, if you are to take part in urban farming, creativity is very important.
Creativity is important. Creativity.
Consideration for your neighbor
Oh,
is
your
very
neighbors, yeah.
important.
Yeah.
So that wasikuwa anasema ule mzee wa mbuzi ule.
Ndio, kupeleka nyumba 10 kwa mzee wa nyumba 10 every now and then. And you see the neighbors are also good because they're also your market is there. They're the first people to buy your eggs. The first people to buy even goats. Now I have somebody like 5 or 6 people have nurtured. They bought goats from me. And they've started keeping them within the neighborhood. Yeah, young people, I tell them, you don't have to work 9 to 5. Yeah, this is something. Yeah, this is something you can do.
Yeah, okay, that's quite interesting. Because you were in employment for a long time before retiring.
From 1982.
82.
Yeah, that's when I was employed.
Looking back, if you would have bumped into goat farming earlier,
I would be very far.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. But all in all, you have to have a passion. You have to have passion for these things. But those days we were living near Nairobi, Ngara, and you're comfortable in a house, and what you're not thinking about these things.
Yeah. That's true.
But the good thing about urban farming is that your life becomes so easy. It's cheap. Because even most of the things you have milk here. Yeah, most of the things I have, I plant some maize here, I have unga, you have to see a skuma wiki there, I have oranges. I showed you all these trees, you have all types of, because like in medication you also at times use natural things, like muarubaini, you give them the leaves and it deworms them.
Okay. So it's creating sort of a cyclic and all-encompassing environment.
Yes.
They do support each other.
Like now people are so much into azola farming. Well, they say it's very high nutrient content. And you can use it for goats or even for chicken. And you can even do them on buckets. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And one of the value additions that you do here is with the goats dropping.
Yes. We sell them to people who are doing landscaping and 300 shillings per bag. Yeah.
Okay. That's another value chain.
Yeah, that's also another income also.
Definitely. So you really have to think creatively and how you can...
You have to utilize everything.
Okay. I just somebody starts demanding, goat horns.
Yes.
Like, wow, can I get a breed that produces horns?
Yes.
Yes. That's beautiful. So, as you come to the tail end of this conversation, is about I'm thinking about the future of farming and goat farming, because you've talked about technology and the power that it holds. You've also talked about young people, because we are in a country that youth unemployment is very high.
Yeah.
And unlike back in the day, in the 80s, you'll come straight from college.
Yeah,
you have a sport.
Employment.
Yeah, but that has certainly shifted.
Yeah, it has stopped.
People even with master's degree and PhDs, and you really have to seek out opportunities.
Yes.
So, farming, is that an alternative that somebody, a young man, a young woman can explore?
Yes. For one, the needs of a human being, food is paramount. Whether fares are going up or it's raining or it's doing, you have to eat. That is one thing. So in farming, you'll never go wrong. It has its challenges. Gives you culture shocks if you enter its evil. But food, people have to eat. You can even walk naked, but you have to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
See, there are the needs: food, clothing, shelter. Yeah. But food is paramount.
Yes.
You can't do without it.
So tapping into the
market is always there.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, because I can imagine, and there are those who limit themselves.
Yeah.
They say, I don't have starting capital, I don't have land, there's a lot of I don't have. How do you overcome that?
It's normally just an excuse that you're starting with. Because if you're really into something and you want to do it, you'll make it. Because you can even start with one chick. One chicken. It produces unalalisha mayai. You get enough money, you buy a goat. Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense. So it's starting.
It's the starting and the willingness to really know that and focus and say, I'm going to do this. You'll make it.
Definitely.
Even if you're not employed, you go for a kibarua for one day, get 500 shillings, buy a chicken. But in 1 week, you have how many chicken? In a year, that person will be somebody tofauti kabisa.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
There's money in because people will always eat. Yeah, people will always eat.
To find a way of tapping into that.
Yeah.
The food ecosystem.
Yeah, the food ecosystem.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. The thing about goat farming, I mean, for me, I'm impressed by just how cool they are. Maybe I'm thinking ornamental goat farming. That is another discussion that we might have.
Yeah.
But for those who want to go into meat production, because I know you've touched about milk, which you do in small portion and growing for us, selling the kits. But for meat production, what have you learned from your interaction with goats? Have you interacted with farmers who do goat for meat, and what do you have to consider?
For meat, people normally like the goats that are freehold in Maasai areas, because you see they eat those herbs and what, so their meat definitely is sweeter. And for other people also go for the sheep. See, there are these even exotic sheep nowadays, because they have so many kilos, it goes even to 70, 80 per kilo. I see technically these are dairy goats, just for the milk. Yeah, normally these ones are not for meat as such. Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, by the way, you know, you mentioned the free range goats.
Yes.
I remember there's a place in Baringo called Koriama.
Koriama, yeah.
Koriama.
I've been there.
Goat
Very
meats.
sweet.
Very sweet.
It's those herbals and what.
Well, that's
Just like eating fish from Lake Victoria and pond fish. It's a difference.
That's true. The taste is
different.
Worlds apart.
Yes.
Definitely. But as we roll these up, Mr. Kahiga, what would be your parting shot? And this one I'd like you to encourage a goat farmer who's lost a goat, or a young man somewhere who's seated and they're like, hey, I don't know what to do with my life. He's got the way to go. He's got the solution to some of these things.
Yes.
What would you tell them as we finish up from your experience doing, dairy goat farming, and also with a focus on selling kids production?
Goat farming is lucrative. If you are able to get from one goat 2 to 3 liters a day, and you sell them at 200 shillings, you just feed the goat well and what, that's a good income. So if a goat gives you 400 and you have even 3 goats, that's a salary of 1,200. Yeah. And feeding 3 goats, something simple. You give them food in the morning, in the afternoon they sleep, you give them in the evening, and you're done. You can do other work on top of it. Yeah, goat farming is lucrative.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether you're rearing for selling, or you're doing it for selling the milk, there's money in it.
There's money in it.
There's money.
Definitely. That's why Farm Kenya, we speak to people like you who have managed to turn agriculture into a business and different value chains. Thank you very much, Mr. Freddy Kahiga. Asante sana. So there you have it. He says that this is lucrative. This is amazing business. He says that think creatively. Space should not be a limitation. That is urban farming. Secondly, make sure that you're not making mistakes that he mentioned. Take care of the goat's health. That is one. Vaccination, make sure that it's done properly. And learn information. information, because information at the end of the day is power. And lastly, make sure that you diversify different value chains, okay? So what are you doing about the West? You can package that up and give landscapers. What are you doing about the milk? What are you doing about the kids? Different ways of monetization, then it keeps the venture profitable. That's been our discussion today on the Farm Kenya Show. My name is Noah Kipkemboi. We put a full stop there. Bye-bye.
Kuwa mkono ambao unalima ardhi, mlango wa kulima, kuwa mshindi, kuwa na uhakika sasa, kulea mustakabali wa baadaye. Tufanye kazi pamoja na tukue pamoja, kuimarisha Kenya.